broke college student paid $15,000 to save a dying pit bull he found in the rain. Then the vet said 3 words that changed everything. "He's yours now." What happened next will leave you in tears. Emir wasn't supposed to stop that rainy October evening. He was a college student studying abroad, surviving on monthly money transfers from his family back home, barely enough to cover rent, tuition, and instant noodles. But when he saw that yellow and white pit bull puppy stumbling across the busy intersection, something in his chest locked up. The puppy's ears had been brutally cropped, jagged and uneven like someone used kitchen scissors. His fur, what was left of it, hung in soaked, matted clumps stuck together like wet rope. Rain poured down his tiny wrinkled face, and his eyes looked like clouded glass, empty and exhausted. You could count every fragile rib poking through paper-thin skin. This wasn't just a stray. This was a dying soul abandoned on the streets. Emir didn't think. He peeled off his jacket, wrapped the trembling puppy inside, and ran to the nearest vet clinic. The veterinarian's face said everything before his mouth did. "He's been out there for days. His back leg is shattered, looks like a car hit him. No vaccinations, severe malnutrition, hypothermia setting in." Emir's hands shook. "Do whatever it takes. Save him." 3 days later, Emir returned. The surgery went well, full recovery expected in a few months. Then the vet slid the bill across the counter. $15,000. Emir's vision blurred. The money his family sent each month wouldn't even cover half of that. His throat tightened as he dialed home, voice cracking. His parents went silent for what felt like an eternity. Finally, "We can send it, but Emir, we won't be able to send anything else for a very long time." No safety net, no backup. He was on his own. If you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, I have to say I'm a little heartbroken. Stories like this need your support. Hit that subscribe button right now. You won't regret it. Emir paid the bill, every last cent draining from his account. As he turned to leave, the vet called out, "You forgot him." Emir froze. "He's not mine. I just found him." The veterinarian shook his head. "The moment you signed those papers, he became your responsibility. He's registered under your name now." Panic surged through Emir's veins. The vet offered an alternative. "There's a shelter 2 blocks away." Emir nodded and started walking. The tiny, wrinkled puppy who he'd started calling King Zeus cradled against his chest. Every few steps, that little wrinkled face stretched up, tongue desperately trying to lick Emir's chin. By the time they reached the shelter doors, Emir looked down into those bright, trusting eyes, and something inside him shattered. He couldn't do it. He turned around and walked back home. The next morning, Emir downloaded every food delivery app he could find and started working as a courier. Breakfast shift before classes, lunch deliveries between lectures, dinner rush until midnight. Some nights he didn't sleep at all, biking through rain and snow with orders strapped to his back, muscles screaming, lungs burning, just to cover King Zeus's prescription food and vet visits. His classmates thought he was insane. "It's just a dog, man." But they didn't see what Emir saw every night. King Zeus waiting by the door, tail wagging like a propeller trying to achieve liftoff, entire body vibrating with joy, eyes flooded with unconditional love that hit harder than exhaustion. The puppy's leg healed slowly. First, he couldn't put any weight on it. Then came tiny, limping steps that broke Emir's heart. Then stronger strides. And through it all, King Zeus refused to leave Emir's side. If Emir studied, King Zeus laid beneath his desk. If Emir collapsed after a 17-hour shift, bones aching, King Zeus curled into the curve of his stomach like a living blanket of loyalty. Months blurred together. Deliveries, classes, vet visits, repeat. Emir stopped going out, stopped buying new clothes, stopped everything except surviving and making sure King Zeus thrived. Then graduation arrived. Emir's neighbors started asking the question he'd been dreading. "What are you going to do with the dog? You can't take him with you." Emir stood there, King Zeus sitting beside him, Now a healthy, muscular pit bull with a gleaming yellow and white coat, one cropped ear, and eyes that carried galaxies of devotion. The bond between them wasn't just strong, it was unbreakable, forged through sacrifice, sleepless nights, and a $15,000 decision that changed both their lives. Emir looked his neighbor dead in the eye. "I'm taking him home, to my country." His neighbor's face twisted in disbelief. "Do you have any idea how expensive that is? The paperwork, the quarantine?" Emir did know, and it was going to cost more than he had. But people who make impossible decisions find impossible solutions. Emir made a choice that night nobody understood. Instead of flying home after graduation, he stayed. One more year. Double shifts, sometimes triple. Breakfast courier, afternoon tutor, night warehouse worker. 4 hours of sleep if lucky. Eyes bloodshot, hands trembling from caffeine and exhaustion. His parents begged him to come home, leave the dog there, but Emir couldn't. King Zeus wasn't just some rescue, he was family. The dog who sat with him through 3 a.m. panic attacks when loneliness tried to swallow him whole. The loyal soul who never asked for anything except to be near him. 12 months of grinding, saving every dollar. Finally, Emir had enough. Health certificates, import permits, airline crate, vaccinations, microchipping, travel documents. Brutal paperwork, but Emir pushed through every obstacle like his life depended on it. The day they boarded that plane, King Zeus walked beside Emir through the airport, head high, chest out, moving like royalty. People stared. Some crossed to the other side. Emir didn't care. When the plane touched down and Emir walked out with King Zeus trotting beside him, his family stood there, faces crumbling, tears flooding down like rivers breaking through a dam. Everything made sense. Every sleepless night, every skipped meal, every sacrifice. His mother looked at King Zeus, this powerful dog with the cropped ear and eyes burning with devotion, and her voice cracked, "You really did it." Emir knelt down. King Zeus pressed his massive head against Emir's chest, tail wagging with the same desperate joy as that first rainy night. "We did it together." Today, King Zeus lives like the king his name promises. Backyard, adoring family, and a human who proved love isn't about what's easy, it's about what's right. If this story touched your heart and you're still not subscribed, please don't wait any longer. Hit that subscribe button. What would you do in Emir's situation? Tell me in the comments below. If this story moved you, hit that like button.